J-Drone here, and we're out with this Floureon 25C 4000 milliamp hour battery, and it has a Traxxas connection. That's what we're gonna put it on. Monster Aton, whatever you want to call it. We'll give you a better look at that. Woo! I'm sliding, dude. Look, check it out. This is all ice. Everything out here is ice, man. Where I live is so weird. The climate changes consistently, and this was all snow yesterday, and today it's all ice. So if you're new to the channel, again, this is a limited edition Monster Aton, whatever. You can buy these not in this colorway. These were giveaways at gas stations, and little flake on there. Bam, got that off. And I was fortunate to actually buy one. You need to turn your controller on first. Make sure your throttle stick is down. Controller is on. We are going to plug this in. Come on. Plugged in, and then just go close this up. Hopefully it'll be able to close up. Should be able to. Let's see. Some of these aftermarket batteries didn't compensate for this back, and some of the cords are too long, which that seems to be the case on that it's not actually going to close. So that's fine. That should stay like that. And what we're waiting on now is back here. If you see those lights blinking, we're waiting for them to all go clear. So far left, far right is clear. And we want to get the blinking light clear. We want to get the home point, which is the light that's not lit yet, clear. So we're just going to go ahead and wait for that. And again, we'll give you a pan around my surroundings. It's everything's turned into ice, man. Everything melted, then refroze. It's pretty crazy. So what do we got here? We're still waiting on that one. And again, just to show you here, it's ice. So this does take a little while to start up. I could have just jumped right in the video, but I wanted to show you the battery that I'm using because the Traxxas batteries are they're a little bit expensive. So if you can find an aftermarket one for this big guy that's a little bit cheaper, it's definitely a plus. And bam, such a cool looking drone. And green's my color. Lime green is my color. Bam's up. That's what we were waiting for. All greens on the back, all the way across. So we're good to go. It starts off in beginner or movie mode if we had the camera, the gimbal underneath it, and I want to actually be in sport mode, which is fast, expert. So it's actually labeled fast. It's labeled film, fast, expert. And then to start the motors, we're just going to press this button that's blinking here. Bam's up, and then we are going to go up. This thing is so cool. Look at that yaw rate. Just going to go out on it. And there's that plane again, dude. There's a plane. It's flying lower today. It's right over there. 2 days in a row now. Like, that plane is super low. And I can't even hear the motors on it. Unless that, dude, if that's somebody's RC, that is massive. Because I can't hear motors on it. It actually looks like a helicopter. Backlights are for orientation. That way you know you're going back. That's weird. Super weird. That looks like a helicopter, and for how low it'd be, you'd definitely be able to hear it. And I can't hear it. You can hear this guy though. And what we're doing here, we're basically doing a time test on this. See how long this battery is gonna last. Because again, it is aftermarket, and I want to see if it's a good battery. I want to see if it's a battery that's suitable to buy as a replacement, as opposed to going to the Traxxas batteries, because the Traxxas batteries are going to run you, and this is a little bit cheaper than a Traxxas battery. Has a higher C rating than the Plus battery. It's only a 4000 milliampere, and again, that back part won't close all the way, but as you can see, it's no real issue. some little funnel action for you. This drone is a beast. Again, if you're new to my channel, check out the videos that I have for this. There is a gimbal that Traxxas made that goes underneath it that you can hook a GoPro or an action cam to. It plugs right into the drone, and that way you don't have to mod anything. Although if you did want to put a wall carrier on this and mod it, it'll definitely lift it. You could also strap Q6 underneath it. You could Velcro action cams underneath it. Whatever you want to do with this drone, it's basically, it's like a really upgraded Bugs 3. Because right now we're basically in Bugs 3 mode. We could go into acro mode, and then we have that film mode, which maybe we'll touch down here on the ice. We're gonna set it right on top of the ice. Hold on. So we're gonna hold down. I believe that should shut off. I'm not certain, or maybe I have to press this. I haven't flown this drone in a while. Okay, so you actually have to hold the button that you started with. So to press this in, that's how you're gonna get to your modes. We're gonna go in movie mode. This does have GPS on it. So we're gonna press this. Or actually, I believe I gotta go up 50%. No, hold on. Okay, here we go. So now we're in movie mode. And you gotta go up 50%. We're up 35, we're up 40, 45, 46, 48, 50. Okay? And now, we have a Monster GPS drone. Like really, Monster Edition, right there. But as far as like, as far as cool factor goes, this thing, this has it all, man. It really does. And I kind of like it to sit right where it is for a second. Should be locked on. I want to get my cell phone out and just get a video of this. Guys, if you're not with me on Instagram, please check out my Instagram. This little short video that I'm going to grab with my cell phone will be on Instagram. So we're just going to go over here and hopefully not fall in the ice. Gonna just get all up in there. Just a quick video, nothing crazy. And we're actually gonna take the hat cam off, and we're gonna get all up in there too. Yes. Really cool looking drone. All right, we're gonna just buzz this around in GPS a little bit. This is a more steadier mode. If you're gonna have, what are we beeping for? I don't know why we were beeping. Maybe it beeps in GPS mode. I don't know. I think if I recall, it does beep in GPS mode. I don't see anything on the screen. Showing battery. Battery left is about 0.5%. And I think that's all it is. I think it's just beeping in this film mode. I could be wrong. I'm not a pro on this drone. I've only flown it a couple times. I kind of got it right before the weather got before the weather got bad. We're not even going to try to say that. But again, it's going down a little bit. Maybe I gotta center that stick a little bit more. Yeah, you gotta hold on. What's going on? Go up. You gotta make sure your stick is centered, because this isn't a self-centering stick. Once you have it centered, about right there, it should stay in altitude. There, just like that. So you have to self-center it. And if you don't, it will fluctuate in altitude, but it still has GPS, so it should hold the position that it's actually at in airspace. We're just gonna go ahead and buzz out with it. And again, no clue why that's beeping. I guess maybe I should read the instructions at some point, and it'll probably tell me why that's beeping. I also have not changed the settings. You can change the settings on this drone to go further, higher, and whatnot. It essentially has the geofencing built into it, but you go into an app and you could change all that where you're not really limited. Right now, let's see what type of flight time we got. We are at 10 minutes and change. I don't remember off the top of my head what this originally got. It's showing on the controller that the battery, we got 2 bars left in the battery. And this hasn't been an aggressive flight at all. This has been basically instructional on this drone, showing you the features of this drone. In the beginning, we showed you a little bit of speed on it. It's just a really good look at this drone, and the battery itself, again, I'll have to look at my previous videos with the stock battery and see what type of flight time we got compared to this, and then you guys could do the same thing, and then you could judge if this is a good battery. I did buy this battery a while ago, and I didn't buy it on Prime, and it took forever to get to me. I think it is available on Prime, but I'll try to find a link for you. I don't know. If I can't find the link, you'll just have to Google the battery. Really good looking bird though. There's nothing else that I have that looks like this. And the lights at night, my first flight was a night flight. And as you can see, it kind of grabbed, staying in position. It's going up a little bit. No, I think it's about steady. And we're at 42 on the throttle there. Maybe it needs to come down just a little bit more. 38%, 40, 41. At about 41, it's almost that sweet spot where it's staying there. Definitely really nice flyer, man. And green, dude, green's my color. I was interested in this drone, but I was only interested in this drone if I could get this colorway, if I could get the limited edition Monster lime green colorway, because dude, that's where it's at. And here, if we bring this down, let's see if I can get it set. Find a sweet spot. Found a sweet spot. Right here, that red port underneath there, I don't know if you can see it, that red port, that's actually where the gimbal plugs into. So you definitely be aware of that. Mine didn't come with a gimbal. I bought it. I think it ran me maybe like $60–70 or something, which was pretty cheap for it. I think they regularly go for maybe like close to 100 on it. But it's a nice gimbal. It really is a nice gimbal. If you're running in this mode, that's your best bet with that gimbal. If you're running in the first mode that I showed you, which was the sport mode, then you're gonna see your arms in the front of it, because it just the pitch is so heavy in that second speed mode. Right now we're still running on 2 bars on battery. This does have return to home. Bam. We'll look at the rotations in the film mode. So this is essentially set up for a beginner flyer, which is where we're at now, a intermediate flyer, which is where we were flying before, an expert, as experts noted, as an expert flyer, which I haven't dove into it because, again, you can see all the ice. It's warmer than it's been, but my hands are starting to freeze up again. After how many minutes that we're out here? We're out here 13 some odd minutes, 13 and a half minutes. My hands are starting to get cold. So I'm not messing around with anything in acro, because acro, you really need to be on the sticks. You really need to be able to control the sticks and have full control. With my hands freezing up a little bit, I don't have precise flight precision on the sticks. Say that 5 times fast. Again, guys, check out my Instagram. I'm new to Instagram. I got the YouTube thing down. It took me forever to get the Facebook thing down, and now we're on Instagram. So if you want to see pictures that you don't see on YouTube, check out my Instagram. Link will be down at the bottom for you. And Drone Days, we'll put the link for Drone Days. That's like the best Facebook group for drones, most positive, most active, fastest growing, I think. I also run that page. You can definitely check that out as we check this out up close and personal. Yes. There it is, right there. Thing's so cool. We got 1 bar left on the battery here. I believe I'll start getting some type of warning, or this will just do an automatic return to home. So we're gonna fly this a little bit longer. And again, if you're in better climate than I am, if you're in a warmer climate, you're probably gonna see a little bit longer flight time on this than what I'm gonna get, because again, I'm in colder climate here. I do believe the weather, I think the temperature is above freezing. Not that you can tell with the frozen ice and whatnot, but with the wind chill, that's probably what's keeping it frozen, and that's probably what's freezing my hands. We're still at 1 bar here. This would be a good learning experience too if you've stuck with me throughout this whole thing. See what it's gonna do. See if it's just gonna sit down, do a return home or whatever, I don't know. I might actually sit it down here in a minute. Let's see, we're at 15 and change, so I think this is gonna be a good battery. I think this is gonna be a good replacement battery where you're not gonna pay for that Traxxas name stamped on the LiPo battery. And as you can see, it's kind of leaning this way because we have the wind coming in this way, so it's doing its job. I'm hands-free here. It's doing its job, it's flying well. Little look at the yaw rate. And again, you can see that back has opened up a little bit. It's not hurting anything. Those wires are slightly exposed just because they're longer than the stock battery, which I encountered that issue with another battery that I tested on this. And again, I'm just chilling here because I don't remember what the sequence is once this hits, hey, you got low battery, and I'm at 1 bar. I don't know if you can see my display screen here. It's at 61, which is my left stick here, and then we're at the right part, shows like a little battery, and we have 1. There's 1 bar left. Just cruising around here trying to burn this battery. About time to get inside and warm my hands up. Okay, wait, did I see something on the back? Nope, didn't see nothing on the back. I think that LED bar might actually start blinking or doing something once we're definitely at the low voltage stage. Round and round she goes. That's a little look at the funnels that you can do in film mode. This thing has a nice sound to it too. If you guys are wondering, I've been using the GoPro for the past 2 days. Hattie's inside charging now. I wanted to completely drain that new battery and then recharge it, and then we'll see where we're at. The GoPro's actually acting really well. I haven't charged it since I started using it, and we got good battery on it. GoPro name, you expect some quality, especially out of the battery. And again, this is just holding there, guys. Still running strong here. And again, if you're burning around in high wind and you're flying it in that second mode the entire flight, you could probably expect a little bit less flight time if you're in the same climate that I'm in. Just because right now we're not really aggressively flying it like I normally do fly stuff. So I got wind to my back and coming to the right, and we're just kind of chilling here waiting for this BAM. Right now I have 0. I have 0 bars on my battery, on my controller. So let's see when the drone itself is gonna do something. And what type of time are we at now? We're at 18 minutes. We're almost at 20-minute mark here with an aftermarket battery. And we'll just get underneath this. Yeah, monster, yes. So I don't know. We're just gonna chill here, man. I'm gonna warm up my hands, and hopefully this does something soon. I'm pretty sure that LED bar will do something. So stay with me, guys. This is legitimately a full flight test on this battery. And again, you can kind of see it pitching this way a little bit against the wind. The wind's kind of coming this way and this way at the same time. So maybe like at a diagonal this way. And it's doing well. You just do a little walk around it. Give you something a little bit different to look at than the back end. Get up and underneath it. Yes. Catch it from the side, up top. Again, we're still going strong here. Guys, what I'm doing with my camera, and I constantly do it with my camera, be careful. Those motors will cut you, I promise you. I do that for you guys, for a better experience for you, up close and personal. If I were to slip on this ice and hit my hand on it, well, I'd probably be cut, might have to get some stitches or whatnot, because those are some serious motors. This thing's still going strong, man. We are at over 20-minute mark on this aftermarket battery. And the only draw from this aftermarket battery that I see, again, is the wires are a little bit too long on the back. Would be super simple to shorten them up. I find no need to, because again, with that back compartment open, it's really no issue. It's not affecting anything. There's no possibility of those wires coming up on the propellers and actually catching something. There, you can see it leaning real good. Gust of wind came by, but it's still staying. Again, I'm not controlling this whatsoever. It's dropping in altitude a little bit because I'm not on that sweet spot, I guess. There we go. We're still going. Still going here. Just go take a walk down the road. Have a little slippy slide. Say bye, Traxxas. See you later, buddy. Bye-bye. Doesn't even care. Doesn't even care that I'm leaving it. It's happy where it's at. This guy. Those lights are still strong on the back. When are you gonna quit? I want you to quit. I want to go home. I want to warm up my hands. Well, I guess we'll fly it a little bit more. I mean, I thought 0 bars on the controller, it would be almost imminent that, bam, soon thereafter, this thing's going to do something. Really putting a burn on this, man. So this battery, yeah, I'm gonna sign off on this battery. There we go. I see blinking on the back. We're gonna set it down. Nice and easy. Gonna press our shut off button and let's see what light actually under here. Okay, so it has an exclamation mark, so that's probably your battery. And if I would have let it go, probably could have let it go another minute or two. And what time are we at? We're at like 23 minutes, 23 and a half minutes. Could have probably let it go to the light next to it, probably lit, and then it probably would have returned home by itself. Guys, I'm J Drone. Long video, but that's what I do. I test things, and I test things properly. And we'll go ahead and show you this battery again. Battery's a little warm, not hot though, just a little warm. Nice enough to warm up my hands. That's what we're looking at here. It's a 11.1 volt 25C 4000 milliamp an hour battery, Floureon. I'll try to find the link for this. Again, I bought this a while ago, but it wasn't prime, so it took forever to come in. And again, it comes set up with that Traxxas connection. The wire could be a little bit shorter so we can close that back port, but not an issue for me. Guys, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. Smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. Check me out on Instagram. Go over to Facebook and check out Drone Days. Later.